Hi, I'm Gareth from Vegan FTA, and today I want to share with you a little story about who helped me to become an animal rights activist. So, when I started out, I was a cheese-a-holic. I was a meathead. I love my meat and dairy more than anything, and I said to my partner, well, there is no way in hell am I ever going vegetarian, let alone vegan. No way, no way. It was all off the cards. But we watched a documentary, as many of you do, and that documentary was What the Health, and that opened my eyes to what my family diet was like and the health implications of that. We were currently having a family health crisis, and I could see that, diet was leading to that. So I adopted a plant-based lifestyle, and as many of us know, plant-based is not vegan. One's a diet, the other one's a life philosophy. So what was it, who was it that helped me to understand that compassion, what it meant to be FTA, what it meant to be for the animals? So I was fortunate enough to have in my life Casper and Dudley, two little lambs, an unlikely duo who really helped me to see compassion. At the time of going vegan, we were living on a campground which was also a working sheep farm, and once we'd announced that we'd gone vegan, the caretaker slash farmer who ran it, he was like, well, you're a couple of soft touches now, you can look after the orphan lambs. And so fair play, he was right. We relished the opportunity, and so this little duo came into our life, and we were feeding them every few hours and looking after them and nurturing them. And it really allowed me to have that time to understand the compassion of what I was doing. I'd taken the bodies off my plate, I'd taken the violence out of my diet, but having this time raising these baby animals was a chance for me to understand the compassion of who I was doing it for, not what I was doing it for. I got to see them as individuals. I saw how they interacted with each other. These two little brothers were very close to each other, and they hated being apart. I got to see how they interacted with our dog at the time. We would go for a walk and the lambs would follow suit. They would come with us, they'd spend time with us. We really enjoyed their company. I hope they enjoyed ours as well. But it gave me that time to really understand who it was in that paddock. It wasn't 40 sheep, it was 40 individuals. Given half a chance, they could have had long and happy lives. Fortunately for us, Casper managed to have that. We took him off to a sanctuary. We managed to get him away from the flock there. Sadly, Dudley, he passed away. But just even having those few months with Dudley, especially for me, Casper was more... He was more assigned to my wife, whereas Dudley was sort of my companion animal at the time, my pet, as some people might refer to him. But, Dudley came really close to my heart. I named him after Jesus Lizard song, Then Comes Dudley. Absolute banger if you haven't listened to it. But, I really enjoyed that time that we got to spend with him and just seeing them grow. It just warmed my heart because it got me to see through the speciesism barrier. I think all of us will have this with certain animals, whether it's your more conventional cats and dogs, where you start to learn, you see the traits in them, we humanize them in ways. We see what we do, we learn from them, and we learn about ourselves through how we interact with them. And so for me, these two little sheep really, they took my heart, and sadly neither of them are with us anymore. Casper got to live a good life at a sanctuary until he passed away recently. But they'll never be forgotten because they helped teach me about compassion. They helped teach me what it meant to be FTA, for the animals. And now everything that I do, all my work here at Vegan FTA, all of my activism work and everything that I do in my life is always FTA, it's for the animals. It's they taught me about compassion. I'm sure all of you out there, especially those living a vegan lifestyle now as vegan activists, animal advocacy activists, animal rights, animal liberation activists, you will all have someone else out there who helped inspire you, helped teach you about compassion. So I would love to hear from all of you about who was it who inspired you. And thank you for listening to this. More importantly, thank you to Casper and Dudley for coming into my life and teaching me what it meant to be FTA, what it meant to be for the animals, and taught me to be an animal rights advocate. So thank you for listening to this. Gareth here from Vegan FTA. Bye.